back into our game, and let's take a look at build viewer. There it is. So this is Bigolandrew in the Nelson. Now, I'm going to preface this replay by saying that I abhor the Nelson. I am not a fan of this ship whatsoever. Originally, historically, she was one of the first free XP ships. I believe it was 650,000 free XP, which at the time was an ungodly number. And then players did really good at min-maxing and getting a whole bunch of free XP, and suddenly a lot of people had her. Was it 350 Griffin? Thank you. It's even cheaper. I'm sure a lot of you guys are looking at 350,000. You're like, wait a minute, 350,000 for a tier 7 battleship? Are you crazy? Yeah. Now, Nelson, the reason I don't like her, she's got 16-inch guns, which at tier 7 sounds like a lot of fun. The problem is those guns like go all over the place. They've got terrible dispersion. I could never hit anything with them. Then when you can hit things, you either magically overpen cruisers with them, or somehow you find a way to bounce. Like, rarely do you get citadels on cruisers, which is what you want, right? The other thing about the Nelson is that she's got a very large citadel. I'll demonstrate when the game starts. I'll show you guys kind of what it looks like, but it's a massive citadel with relatively low side armor, which means that she does get penetrated very easily. She's also got, I think it's 25mm bow and stern armor, which feels kind of bad. It's quite low-ish. So she takes a lot of damage very easy. She's a bit of a damage sponge or bullet sponge. However, she does have a super heal, or boosted heal, or whatever you want to call it. That comes in handy. But there's so many other ships I'd rather play at tier 7 personally. I don't like to play her that much, but Big O does apparently, because this is his replay in the Nelson. So let's take a look at Big O's build. You've got damage control party modification 1, damage control system, aiming system, and then damage control 2. So you don't want to burn and flood that much, huh?
Nope. And this Nelson was actually, I got it out of a mega container.
I remember you saying that. So you got this out of a mega container, and you're excited about that. Now, you've got damage control party and specialized repair teams for your choices here. Now, the damage control party mod 1 modification extends the duration, the action time of this consumable. You can see he's got 23.1 seconds. If you go to the standard build, that's 16 and a half seconds. So that's extra time. You have to think about this as extra time, like about 7 seconds longer, that you can't be set on fire or flood, lose your engines, or lose your rudder, or lose a turret. So you're basically looking to make this into super tank, right?
Yeah. And
Special...
you're gonna ask Andrew
Cunningham. Okay. So Cunningham doesn't really benefit this ship that much, other than consumable preparation and reload time, which doesn't help for damage control party or repair party, which are both the consumables you have. In other words, this is meaningless for the Nelson. What you use Cunningham for is getting 2 kills. If you get 2 kills, you get 1 extra of your heal. It comes in handy. Could come in handy.
Which is why I don't run that talent on Cunningham, to be honest, because it's useless.
Right, that's what I mean. Right, now if you had Hydro, okay, then I can understand that, but you don't. So you've got Gun Feeder, Grease the Gears, Adrenaline Rush, Improved Repair Party Readiness, Concealment, Fire Prevention, Emergency Repair. So you figure if you're a super tank, this helps your repair party become available quicker. And also, if you take 2 million or more potential damage, you get 1 extra repair party consumable. So, what does that mean? You've got 4 stock. You take 2 million potential, that's a 5th. You killed 2 ships, that's a 6th. Now, there's 2 conditionals there, so you have to keep that in mind. There's a lot of conditionals there. But, as Hujam says, you've got a good armor profile if you're angled away. If you're bow on, and especially if you're broadside to enemy battleships, pain. Lots of pain. Okay, so flags. Anti-det, ramming, fire reduction, flood reduction, heal boosting, and then consumables. Why did you not go for speed here?
I'm like I said before, I'm really low on certain flags. I'm actually
Okay.
out on some too.
Okay, fair enough. All right, well, let's go ahead and get into your replay then, and see what we can see from that. Drop that. Hey, Destroyer Zeka, what's up?
Action stations.
And as Vogan Poetry says, shoot opposing Nelsons in the aftmost section of the ship. The citadel is exposed beyond the armor belt. So, let me just do this for a second. Did I take a screenshot of you? Did you die? I can't remember. Is there a death pick?
No.
Okay. So, let me just highlight to you guys. The citadel is essentially, you see where this line is up here at the front? It's like from this line, this vertical line down, all the way to like here. It's a massive citadel. It's a massive citadel. So, like I said, I don't like it just because it's very easy to get citadel. You have to be very careful with how you position the ship. Kiting away is a good position for it, assuming you know how to angle your armor and all that good stuff. Destroyer Zeka says, battleships and randoms exist solely to be farmed for damage. True. 5 to 7 shifts on Christmas Eve. 7 to 5 oh my goodness. Well, hey, Merry Christmas to you either way, Zeka. Cheers. I'll drink some dirty water in your honor. This is ranked battles. Oh my god, 3 battleships. I'm shocked. Scharnhorst 43, King George V, and a Duke of Yuck. Enemy on the enemy team. Miyoko Nue de Julio are your food, you hope. You're not going to get that shot. And then you've got a Bliska. Oh, there's a Bruzzi as well. And you've got a Bliska that you're hoping to kill. So this is actually a pretty good matchmaking for you. Now these 406s, I didn't pop it in. You need to run that to it. Hey, thanks for setting the mood with the lighting. Appreciate you, man. But your HE penetrates 102 millimeters of armor because you've got 1/4 HE pen. So when I play the Nelson, I just spam HE all the time and laugh because I set it out like light cruisers with it. Tier 7 matchmaking is infested with Scharnhorst 43s. Yes, Zaka, you're correct. And many of them don't understand how to play Scharnhorst 43, and they play very far in the back, and you're just like, ugh. We had that earlier today doing ranked ourselves. Alright, you switched to H... No, you switched back to AP. Probably because the Bliska's in smoke now?
Correct. See, everyone went to one side, and I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm gonna go do my own thing.
I mean, that's smart. You fired a little too early on the Miyoko, though, and you only got 1 hit. Ouch.
All stations reporting.
Chat, you know, usually you sneeze in pairs or triplets or something. I sneeze in pairs, so that's weird. I just had 4 sneezes. Now you'll note that the middle turret, the second turret for Nelson, is not a 360 turret. So the turnout like this causes you to turn all your shells. Why did you turn away like this? Why didn't you just keep going towards C?
Because I realized I was outnumbered.
Scharnhorst, Duke of Yuck, Nueve, de Julio, King George V, Miyoko, all over there. Okay.
Also, me playing the flank like this, well, not the flank, but where I'm at, when they start pushing him to B, I'll have the cross shots on them.
Okay, so I want to pause for a second about that, because that, I would be going all the way to the flank here. I wouldn't be turning in like you are. You want to get as wide as you can. for those kinds of shots. Like I said before, the alternate could have been to bow up to that island that you're kind of behind right now and just, you know, shoot him instead. You know, do whatever. Because if you look at it, they are all turning into the middle now. Exactly right. Exactly right. Make that island to the north your waifu at what is that? Echo 9? Hey, badass.
All stations reporting.
Do you know a good way to get the Halford, or is it only random in crates? It's only in crates now. It used to be part of, well, even then it was part of codes that I got to give away in others. But you're shooting way too early, by the way. Patience, young paddle. Patience.
Everyone.
Tokachi gets the torps on the Miyoko, lol. Badass, you were in one of my randoms before, by the way. See, you're moving too fast. Like, I'm gonna pause it here for a sec, Big O. You wanna be Echo 10. You wanna be here. Look at the broadside right here that you would have on the Scharnhorst 43 if you are at Echo 10. That's a sexy broadside. Instead, you're looking at, you know, it's still a decent angle on the Scharnhorst, but yeah, this is where I would be kiting towards. Personally, and then you let them all over push into you. Badass, you were in a Leningrad. I don't remember if, I think the map was the, I think it was New Dawn, or no, Fault Line. I think it was Fault Line, ranked. Exactly. As Zeka says, if you're patient enough to wait for 30-second reloads, you're patient enough to wait an additional 30 seconds for a broadside shot. Yes. Time to flip your guns left and turn north again. Nobody's really chasing you. Oh yeah, Island Waifu is something we've been talking about for a long time, Treesock. See, you kiting into this spot here, Big O. King George is looking in the same general direction. Duke of Yuck, same general direction. Scharnhorst, same general direction. Even Nuevo Julio, same general direction. They don't have to worry about angling to multiple threats. Instead, they're only angling to one threat, and that's that general direction. You see what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you have HE in the barrels? AP would have been so much better here.
Enemy battleship detected.
4 penetrating hits.
Concentrate fire on that enemy warship. All stations requesting fire support.
But because of the turret positioning on the Nelson, you had a really good opportunity to turn around and then flip your guns and keep all your guns still kind of on target. A little high there. Always make your turns in Nelson, pointing your bow to the enemy. Little wiggle, you swing all 9 guns. Swoopy turn, right, exactly.
Well done, Commander.
Well, you're the only battleship alive, so that also presents other problems. As the Tokachi goes down now. And the Z-31 dies to Scharnhorst torpedoes. Ouch. That's painful to see.
Woohoo! I'm the only battleship left.
Well, like I said, if you had been kiting a little bit differently, I think it might have been a different situation for you and the team. Alright, well, there's the fire. And now you're by yourself. Are you going to get a solo warrior here?
The last one.
The enemy battleship
That's
destroyed.
You need to kill 3 more ships or at least win this game. You are detected, so Nuevo Julio is close to you with Hydro going.
Or Duke.
Or it could be the Duke of Yuck as well.
No, Duke's dead.
Yeah, King George. And those
Okay,
planes are
so he
up.
doesn't.
Correct. So it is the Nuevo Julio that's causing the Hydro here. There he is.
You know the rules, right?
Yeah, I know. Respect the 1v1. Oh, And the King George stops the Nueve de Julio directly in front. Turn. No, the other way. Turn the other way. Get your turrets on. You're missing him. What are you doing? You didn't get your rear turrets on. Why are you trying to ram? You're going to lose this. Oh my god. Okay, fine, you're not. You didn't get the kill. You're healing.
No spoilers,
Problem solved,
Like
sir.
this. There's no need for this. Okay. Alright, well, that happened. And now, in 45 seconds, you can super heal everything. It's the Zath Gunnery curse again. Yeah, I know. I know. Ah, what a ship. HE loaded. Bliska is in the A cap.
Yeah, I tried convincing Blizz to just let me win so I could get my incomparable.
You need this win for incomparable. Oh my god. What's up, YOLO? Pro gamer move.
And here
Heal
comes
time?
the print.
Yeah. Remember, flood damage is 100% repairable. And Big O is demonstrating just how BS that can be.
Awaiting orders.
You're turning now instead of getting to the cap. You're trying to force an engagement with the Bliska, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
You're not spotted, so the Blisk is probably where your cruiser buddy died way at the beginning of the game. And just like that, he's dead.
Yeet, solo warrior.
Solo freaking warrior. And your Shire Horse 43 on the enemy team is very upset. Very upset. I'm upset too, but for other reasons. 142,500 damage, 5,000 regular XP. You came in first by 300 base XP. Not bad. You skipped it because it's a battleship? Well, maybe now you feel bad about skip. I still wouldn't play this ship, but okay. Wow. Solo warrior. This is our first replay featuring a solo warrior here.
Really?
I think so. All right, let's go ahead and pull up the replay render. What's up, Alexans? Gratuitous violence. Is that what you guys want to call it?
I was gonna go simply with solo warrior.
I was gonna go with flooding as BS, but okay. Solo warrior. These are all the things not to do. Congratulations, right, Tesla Max? Seriously, that was crazy. Absolutely crazy.
I mean, it somehow just somehow it worked.
Yeah, so I just look right here. I'm pausing it for a second. First of all, let me back up even farther, Big O. First of all, I would have rather seen you bow onto the island at Echo 9. You had the opportunity to stop there and basically force the enemy to come to you or ignore you. If they ignore you, you can move forward, take the cap, and have their broadsides. If they come for you, you can laugh because you can heal everything they can, you know, bring at it. Nelsonian spirit. So right here. First of all, you rushed your shot on the Miyoko. And second of all, you already turned out. I would be turning in. I would be going to the tip of this island to sit and stop. Since you turned around, I would be stopping here and reversing. You stop and you reverse because if you think about it, Big O, you cover everything coming out of the sea cap, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So since you've already turned away, E9, as Michael was saying, was the key position. Since you already turned around, stop, reverse, control the situation. You didn't do that. You kept running. Now, by continuing to run, whatever, it set you up for the crazy game, but it shouldn't have been that close because, pausing it again, if you have been backing up, you've got shots on the bow of the New York, or sorry, Duke of Yuck. Miyoko, because he backed up, I suppose you had shots on him, although frankly he died anyways. Right here, you would have shots on the Scharnhorst 43 from Echo 10 or Foxtrot 10, right? You'd have broadside shots on him. And that could be a game changer with your AP.
I mean, like I said, I saw how many ships were going in the sea, and I'm just like, nope.
True, but you turning out like this, what it does is it allows the enemy team to focus on the rest of your team instead of you. You've got a super heal, you can tank all that HP, and then you can just print a new ship. They can't. So you running like this, basically, just let them all get to the slaughter. Of course, you can't spell slaughter without laughter, and that's what happened at the end of the game because you got yourself a solo warrior. So maybe you should call it slaughter. This part here, this is just stupid. I don't know why you didn't get your rear turret on the way to Julio to finish him off.
I wasn't thinking. I didn't want to give broad to the KGV.
I understand that. Most of the time, KGV is probably not using AP, but I understand that. Plus, they cannot move their turret so fast to focus. Right. They have to choose one or the other. If Big O's off on the flank, they got to choose Big O or they got to choose the team. One or the other. They can't choose both. And I think that's the big part of this. So Solo Warrior could work. I also think Slaughter might be a good description for this replay. On a serious note, though, Nelson is annoying to deal with because even in the face of half or more of the enemy team and still take 15 minutes to kill due to the zombie heal. That is absolutely correct, Zaka.
Same with Kong, same with Lion, same with Collingwood.
Correct, but the difference is...
not so much.
But the difference is, this is at tier 7. Those are all higher tiers. So that's the big difference there. But Big O...
Collingwood is tier 7 too.
Oh, yeah, well, Collingwood is weird.